Hey guys, welcome back to another round of Cyborg Gaming. I am here in Oblivion Remastered, continuing on within the Shivering Isles. So in my last video I kind of went through a two-part quest where you go through the dungeon crawling, and basically where we're at right now is it will open up the Understanding of Madness. So we're going to go talk to about the Exilian is back working in the Knights of Order in the Shivering Isles. So we're going to come over here and talk to Sheo right over here.
What news, dear? So soon? Not a surprise, I suppose. And Zedilian, since you're standing here, I assume you've succeeded. Wonderful! Time for a celebration! Cheese for everyone! Wait, scratch that. Cheese for no one. That can be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese. True, you've run a maze like a good little rat. But no cheese for you. I've granted you a new spell. The ability to summon Haskell, my Chamberlain, to aid you in your travels. He knows a lot. More than he knows. In fact, give it a try. Summon our friend to you now. I'll wait.
So we got the summon Haskell, so let me back off a little bit. And then let's go here to all. And we can go all the way to the bottom, pretty much, where we have our summon. And there we go. So, boom. Now I can talk to Haskell whenever we like.
Granted you the when summoned, do try to use your powers.
Alright, so let's go back up here.
That's a hoot. I love it myself. Best part of being a... Just one more time.
Alright, so let's back off again. He wants to see one more. So it does say that he's been summoned to recently, but let's see.
Just one more time.
There we go. Yeah, you can tell he's not too happy about that.
Good, good. You'll need all the date and not you've seen.
So let's get through this.
And look it, I suppose. Two, one, and
The Duchess of Dementia. So let's just max this out really quick.
You'll see everyone.
And we got a couple more there at the bottom. Whoops, there we go. So we should have a new map marker now. So let's go out through this way. And let's see if it's just going to take me into another. Yep, there we go. And now we can come over here. And definitely a lot more dark.
Why do you approach? You're the one the mad god sent, aren't you? Then you're surrounded.
So let's get through this dialogue.
No.
Oh, whoops.
Why do you're surrounded?
A little too fast.
No. You're going to. You will be my. Speak with.
There we go. So we have it, the Lady of Paranoia. So let's continue with what we're currently working on, though.
What can I heard? I don't take care.
That we come over here to talk to Seal. You have the Understanding of Madness quest, which we will get into. But right now we need to go through the Addiction and Lady of Paranoia. So for myself, I'm going to start off with the Addiction quest. And that should update our map. Let's go back over here, the map marker. And so this is basically a two-part quest. We're going to need to complete both of these to continue on within the storyline. So it's going to take us right outside this door. This one is kind of similar to the last quest. We're going to do some cave crawling. We're going to get, moving around and learning kind of the different areas of the Shivering Isles.
Speak, sister.
Very pretty.
Ah, yes, there you are. You could you? Haven't I? Curious. Law. You know what's not certainly.
So he's going to talk a lot. Let's get through this.
We hold on to fleeting things, even as it was from dementia. Don't you? Opposites repel. Strangely, unfortunately, my head is positively throbbing now. Can you see it?
So Thadon has asked that I retrieve the Chalice of Reversal. I need to find someone in the court or in Seals who knows where it might be. So, alright, let's just get back in there. I was hoping it would give me a little bit more of a map marker than that. So,
Welcome. The chalice is one of the Duke's prized possessions. Go.
So let's figure out which door. I always get turned around in this place. Alright, let's just go back in here. And let's go ask around.
Yes,
Good old Haskell, you should know something.
you heard her. At few, that it is. Yeah, shape the heart. Thadon has told you what he wants. Consider speaking with the other. A glory.
Isn't... Ah, come visit again. Or I'll pluck out your eyes.
Oh, man. That's dark.
What can I do? Why would you come to me with Thadon's problems? You think I don't know what you've been tasked with? Why would I help my enemy? Yes?
So let's do a little bribing. Let's get that up to about 80.
But help. You think I care for Thadon's toys? But if you insist, felldew. If he was,
There we go.
I've told.
And then let's go to felldew.
I've told him. Farewell.
Alright, so we got our update that we needed. Just had to run around a little bit more than I wanted to find it. And now we need to go head out on our journey. So let's go to this map marker here. And it doesn't look like I really have anything up there. So let's just go outside of the castle. Excuse me. And then let me work over there as needed. So this one is going to be a bit of a journey. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, we don't have anything to fast travel to within the Shivering Isles. So the whole world is pretty much new to us. So I am going to keep going and recording. Usually I like to kind of just clip it to the point where I'm over there, knowing that, you know, you probably have explored the world a little bit. And these guys, nice. I do want you, and you don't have the... I was hoping for the amber. But let's go sprint around and see what we can find over here. And then head into the cave to continue on getting the item. So I'm going to kind of just keep heading up this mountain. Hopefully I can sprint a little bit faster. And there is a lot of stuff in this world. It's something that they've just done and created. Honestly, I think it's pretty awesome. Let's see if I can kind of go... Whoop. Let's get out of my way, Mr. Mushroom. And yeah, there is just like a lot of mushrooms, a lot of beauty going on. You can see we got a fort right over there. For now, I'll probably skip that, even though I'd like to just kind of discover it personally. I kind of want to keep moving towards this way. So you can see on my bottom right, I still have Haskell as my magic, which is probably not needed. But every once in a while, he is kind of helpful to call and get a little advice from. And I do think it... whoops.
Yes, do you?
My bad.
Glorious existence.
There, I think, are a couple points where I do have to call him. I just can't remember where they are. But let's keep going down here. And we're almost there. So you can see this giant tree. Got an enemy. What you got for me? Nothing. Let's go take out you just because I want to see if you have any amber. Perfect. Always collect that amber. Always. So now let's go in here, and I might as well put some magic back on my item here, on my magic, as I don't really need to be calling Haskell right now. Oh, yes, okay. So when you get that membrane can't be moved by hand, let's go over here, and let's take a felldew. Let's come over here, go into all items here. And let's scroll down to felldew. So, where is it? Let's do that. And it just says felldew effect. In order to enter the Dunroot Burrow, I shall have to be careful as I proceed through the burrow. So we're going to need to take this regularly throughout this quest and throughout this burrow to stay alive. So take out as many of them as you can so that you can collect these items. So, anything here? Nope. Alright. So it says we got about 112 feet right now to go to the next area. So we got our felldew. There we go. Collect the wrong thing. So let's rush right through this. And obviously, the faster you can take these guys out, the faster you can get through this burrow, and the less felldew you're going to need to take. So we got a Screaming Maw. There we go. Perfect. And yeah, there's just a bunch of kind of random items that are in this game or in this DLC that weren't previously in the game, and that kind of add an interesting effect, like the felldew, where you needed to obviously take it for this cave. So we got 57 going that way. Let's see if it's this way. And then, like I've mentioned, personally, I like to go and collect as much amber as possible, as the amber is going to get us the new weapon set that I am personally looking for. Oh, we're good there. I probably do have enough felldews at this point. The effects of the felldew have worn off. The withdrawal is setting in. I need to either reach the Chalice of Reversal or find more felldew. So you can see my health right now is just dipping. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, so let's just go over here. Let's just take one more. So for me, I have probably enough health and all that to kind of go through this without worrying about it, just using magicka and things like that to heal. But I kind of want to do this correctly, so let's go up here. Come on, do I have one more in you? There we go. Nope, not in you. So apologies, you're having to see me kind of go through collecting as many different items as possible, going through all these guys just because I have to get the felldew. I have one left. I thought I had like 4 in total, but looks like not. So you can see these hollowed stumps will get you some decent items, and you can see more enemies down there. So I'm going to come down. Ooh, effects is wearing off. Okay. So let's jump in. There we go. Alright, how am I going to get up here? Come on, where am I? What am I missing here? So let's get back up here. We jump on you. No. Oh, there we go. I am so blind. Apologies there for the bit of delay. Let's get through here. Let's sprint right to the end here. There we go. Perfect. Check out that hauling stump. You can see the Watcher's Eye. And then it looks like we're curving off here to the right. And getting right through. So we got the felldew. We got an amber. Love it. Alright, I had to take another felldew. Let's work our way back. It looks like I might have missed the turn. So let's go all the way here. Let me check my map really quick. So we want to go back here and then curl around. So let's go this way. This should work just fine. And let's go all the way down here. Come on. There we go. Sometimes when I check on my settings and stuff like that, or the map, it takes me to like it automatically hits me into a wall, which is just a little annoying. So, alright, let's try this way. Let's see how this goes. Obviously, this is just kind of a giant puzzle in a way. Oh, didn't want to do that. Hitting too many buttons at this point. Just want that felldew. I only have one left. And so you should be able to just kind of walk around and explore this. Got some tree sap. We got the hollowed stump. Alright, let's turn back around. Let's try off to the path over here. Just double check. You can see the map here. What did I miss over here? Is this what I missed? Okay, that seemed to work out. The arrow didn't seem to quite match up. I don't remember that turn perfectly well. But that should be okay. Let's see down here. Okay, let's go try this. Sorry. Now I need to get that amber and get a good amount of them. So we got felldew withdrawal. And we're not getting really too many of them, which is a bit obnoxious, especially with how many enemies that are in here. We should be getting a decent amount. Not sure if that's just my bad luck or what's going on there. I mean, this, like I mentioned in the last video, that the cave that we went into is quite long. Like, this is long. Like, you need to have a good amount of drops there to continue on with the felldew. So that's a bit obnoxious in my opinion. Alright, let's drop right in. Let's see here. I need to get some of this felldew. Nope. Nope. Okay. Ooh. That's nice. So what we have though, let me go up this way. So if you look at your map though, it's going to show that it's like right here, which is right in front of the entrance. But that's because the entrance, there is a blocker right there basically. You can't really do anything. Oh, let me go take some more felldew. Nope, still nothing. Alright, so let's go into items. Let's go all the way down. Am I out? No, I got one left. There we go. Nice, got some amber. That's exactly what I... Oh, one of the things that I want. So it looks like I'm going on the right path. Let's see. Alright, into one of the doors. Is this the end? I can't quite remember. I've survived Dunroot Burrow. Now I need to search the tower for the chalice. Perfect. So let's get up here. Hello, fellow addict. Oh yeah, get some of these hands. Get some of these hands. Where is my Umbra? There it is. So let's just speed this up a little bit. I for one like a good fight with hand to hand. Come on, who am I fighting? Hey, this ain't much. Come on. Alright, catch these hands. So, definitely bloodier this way. I don't remember it being quite like that in the original. Maybe I just didn't do much hand-to-hand combat. Come on. Why is my hand-to-hand skills not going way up at this point? So you can see some books. Nothing special. But we got the chalice. And man, was that obnoxious to get through all of that. Let me put my Umbra on. Let me check. I should have a shield in here somewhere as well. There we go. I got my shield still activated. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah, the felldew kind of sucks. The amount of enemies kind of sucks. The cave itself is quite large. And let's see if I can do a little fast traveling over here to the palace. And let's get this quest finished up. And then we got another one to do immediately as well. So it's going to take us a little bit off to the side here. And right in here, door to House of Mania. So we can find him slinking around right in here with the dope helmet.
You know what it's like? Ah, well, this ain't tough.
But that, guys, is the addiction quest here in the Shivering Isles. You can see here we have the Lady of Paranoia to go. And then we can continue on within the Shivering Isles. But I hope you guys found that video helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one.